The Gospel according to John, chapter 8, passage 1. The woman caught in adultery. Jesus, however, went to the Mount of Olives, but at dawn, he appeared again in the temple. All the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. Then the teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand in the center of the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" They were using this question as a trap, in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started writing on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." Let's pause for a moment over these words. In this passage from the Gospel of John, Jesus faces provocation from the teachers of the law and Pharisees, who bring to him a woman caught in adultery. Their aim is to test Jesus and find a reason to accuse him. They remind him of Moses' law, which commands stoning such women, and ask what he thinks about it. Jesus responds in a way that surprises everyone. He bends down and starts writing on the ground with his finger. When they push for an answer, Jesus stands up and says, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Hearing these words, the accusers leave one by one, starting with the oldest. In the end, only Jesus and the woman remain. Jesus asks her where her accusers are, and when she replies that no one has condemned her, Jesus says, "Then neither do I condemn you. Go now and leave your life of sin." Jesus shows her mercy while calling for a life of purity. This passage reveals Jesus' extraordinary wisdom, as well as his mercy and justice. It reminds us that each of us is a sinner in need of God's mercy and that we should not judge others. It calls us to follow Jesus in showing love and mercy to our neighbors. Thank you for being here. May God protect you. Your friend greets you from the heart.